I'd slapped him before we do a take just to kind of pep him up a bit.
That's hilarious.
I think you're such a boss. I don't want to say bitch because you're not a bitch, but you're such a boss lady.
Jinx.
Oh.
I spent so much money at a psychologist.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That lady could pay her mortgage for about 20 years. That's all I'm saying, you know. Today's episode is a little bit different. We are answering your questions. I feel quite self-indulgent doing this, actually.
I feel quite nervous because it's, what are we going to say? It's about us, but it's not about us. I mean, people are asking us questions, but.
So it means it's about us.
It's about us.
I know. Okay, we're in the hot seat. You guys have sent in a whole bunch of questions for us via Instagram, Cracking On Podcast, and we're going to answer them today. Let's go. Who wants to crack things on?
I do. Me.
You start.
All right. First question. Let's see. Did you make lifelong friendships on your time on Home and Away?
Well, look, there's 2 lifelong friends just here.
Yeah. Oh,
that's nice.
I think about that often, actually, because we would have met in 2017. Mm-hmm. Is that when you started?
Yeah.
So we've been friends. We're now 2026. So we've been friends for 9 years.
Almost 10 years.
Oh, I can't reach you.
And that's amazing.
Yeah. And sometimes I think like that's longer than I've been with my partner. That's nearly coming up to like, I think my longest romantic relationship was 11 years.
Wow.
That's like nearly a decade, Sammy. And I don't think we celebrate that enough, like platonic female friendship.
Female friendships are so important.
Yeah.
They're actually the most important thing, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I can say this, yeah. Emmy Weir and I had a bit of I wouldn't call it a falling out, but we had a bit of a truth-telling session the other day. And to be honest, I felt like when she said she was triggered by some language that I used and felt hurt by a text that I'd sent, I actually got this feeling in my stomach that was worse than like a romantic relationship breakup feeling, you know, that feeling that you get in your guts.
The anxious knot in your stomach.
Yeah. And I was like, I knew we weren't going to lose our friendship over this, but the thought of hurting her, it just hit me in the guts in a different way than it does with romantic relationships. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking this for a long time, but I think we just really need to celebrate female friendships. I don't know if in the same way that we celebrate romantic relationships, but give it as much credit as we do, because we celebrate, you know, like marriages and, you know, divorce is a marker as well. But I have another girlfriend that I've been friends with for I think like 26 or 27 years, and that's bigger than, you know, the marriage that I was in. Mm-hmm. It's like the longevity of that is incredible. She knows me like inside and out, and I would love to have, I don't know, could we have like friendship parties or something?
Yes.
Is that lame?
No, not at all.
But like something to be like, oh my God, it's our anniversary today, or I love you this much. And I think it's just, I loved that Emmy and I were able to have an open, honest chat about how we felt and like fix our relationship. And I guess that's how you grow. And you do that in romantic relationships if you have a healthy one. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important to do that in female friendships too.
Yes, I think that's so important. And also when you go through hard times in romantic relationships, your girlfriends are always there to back you. My girlfriends have got me through the shittiest of times.
Yeah, me too.
The shittiest. They're the ones picking me up. They're the ones like coming over, saying, come on, Sam, get dressed. We're getting you out of the house. I remember my best girlfriend, French, you know Frenchie?
Yeah.
One time I was just down in the dumps, proper depressed. And she borrowed her friend's convertible Mini Cooper.
Ooh.
She's like, get out the front. I'm here. And she's like, let's get dressed. And so we got dressed. We went around through the city. We went up north and we had a picnic together. We laid in the sun together. It was actually Mardi Gras. And then we went to a Mardi Gras party afterwards. It was so much fun. And I just remember being like, that's important. Those moments are so important. And like, and how special is that?
It's so special. And did you guys even talk about what you felt depressed about or what was wrong at the time, or wrong in inverted commas at the time for you? Or was it just that you were just there together and you were almost just like blobbing together and it was just her presence there and you didn't have to say anything?
I didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it. She just knew, she just knows me so well that she knew that I was in a slump and she's just like, we got to get her out of this. How do I do that? So she's like, get in my car. And I was like, where did you get this car from?
Where did she get it from?
One of her friends.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. So it was really awesome. But yes, that's really important. So lifelong friends are super important. And yes, Weir, she's a beautiful example of that.
But also you're a beautiful example. I'm speaking about lifelong friends and female friendship. One of my fondest memories of you, what was happening at the time wasn't a great time for me. It was just after my brother passed away and we had to go in and film a scene. And I think I was like, now that I look back on it, probably on the verge of like a panic attack. I had a lot of anxiety and I just felt spaced out and I wasn't grounded. I was in the makeup chair and we were trying to calm me down before we went on set. And you just got underneath the makeup desk and you just held my feet on the floor. I'm going to cry. You just held my feet on the floor so I could actually feel the floor beneath me. And you just said, it's okay. Everything's going to be all right. And I just felt grounded in that moment. And then we were able to go on set and I knew that you had my back. And that helped more than any acting technique that I'd learnt in my life. Just knowing like physically that you were there and you were going to be able to carry me through the scene and I guess through life, as cheesy as it may sound, like you're here now.
I feel like I'm going to cry and I've got goosebumps. That's so beautiful. Yeah. I remember that really vividly.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I don't know, did you know what to do in that moment because you'd experienced that feeling before?
Maybe, but yeah, probably actually, because I know what it feels like to be bottomed out and to grieve, and sometimes you just want someone to sit with you and hold you and be like, you're going to be okay and we're going to get through this, you know? You're not alone.
Because I think about that often. I think a lot of the time, well, like what I experienced was people sometimes don't know what to say, so they won't say anything. And I find myself in that position too. Sometimes when something's so deep and heavy, there are just no words. It's like unfathomable. So many people say things like, let me know if there's anything that I can do. But in times like that, you can't make decisions or choices. And that was just such a beautiful moment for me because you made all the decisions and you just did it. And I just felt really held and you didn't have to ask. You didn't have to ask for what I needed. You just knew. And I guess that ties back to female friendships, like a knowing or like an intuition.
That's so beautiful, Seba. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Oh, we really smushed up the start, didn't we?
No, that's nice. Oh. Do you know what's a great example of that? A girlfriend of ours actually is going through a super duper duper tricky time. And I said, let me know if there's anything I can do. And I said, I can fly up to Sydney and sit with you and be with you. She goes, I just want to be alone. That's what she said.
Oh, did she mean it?
I didn't know if she meant it. So I messaged another girlfriend of mine and I said, you've been through this. How do I best support her?
Yeah.
And she said, order groceries.
Brilliant.
And so I did. And so then I said, hey, there's an Uber outside the front. He's got groceries for you. Yeah. And I just bought her a whole bunch of groceries so she didn't have to think. She could stay at home and be by herself that she wanted to, you know, but she still felt the comfort of her friends being around her.
We're crying.
And also having yummy food. And she's like, thanks. And so the point of that isn't to be like, yeah, and I bought groceries for my friend.
No.
It's like, if you don't know what to do, how best to support someone, ask another girlfriend or someone who has been through that. Yeah. How do I best support this person? And usually they get you some pretty good advice.
Yeah, so good.
Female friendships are the best.
Oh, they're so good. I mean, that made me tear up before because I have a friend that... Unfortunately, I guess we had a breakup. I mean, we still text now, but it's not the same. But when I had my miscarriages, she was there for me all through that. And I remember one that I had, I was just super duper distraught. And similar to your friend, I just felt like I wanted to be alone. But she ordered me ice cream on Uber Eats and that came to the door. But yeah, I was able to just be alone by myself and just eat the junk food and just sit in the dankness of miscarriage. Ugh. Yeah, but it's those like selfless acts or stepping into other people's shoes or just asking when you don't know, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you're allowed to say, hey, I don't have the answers. I don't know how to support you right now, but I love you.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful too.
Oh, it's so powerful.
And sometimes we get it wrong too.
Yeah.
If we don't get to your questions this time, we can do another episode and answer more. That's the greatest part. Okay, what one are you going to... Should I do it?
I haven't
Should
looked.
I do it? What was it like filming the scene where Willow slapped Jasmine? We've spoken about this before, but it's so great because there is a scene where Sarah's character slaps me across the face. Yeah. And do you know what's so funny about this? When you're doing a stunt like that on Home and Away, you've got someone, a stunt coordinator there, even if it's a slap. We have a stunt coordinator that's like, okay, so this is how you do it. So you're going to whack it like that and how to make it realistic. So she's not actually doing it. So she goes like this and we just got to... Oops, sorry. Dumped the microphone. Yeah. And then they'll be like, from the angle, that looks like it actually happened. And then you go, But what happened is Sarah was just like, she's just like the best actor in the whole entire world.
Please.
And she was so into it, she actually slapped me across the face.
Or was it that I was the best actor in the world? Did I just want to get a slap in there?
And she actually got my face and it went poof. And I was like, oh. And that's the one they used for the scene. So she actually slapped my face. No stunts required.
No stunts required. But I tell you what, I've slapped a lot of people in my time. Well, not in real life, although I wish I had slapped a few people in real life. No, on the show, because I slapped you, I slapped Tim, and then Tim Franklin and I, who played Colby, we had a bit of a thing. This sounds kinky. Before we would roll up, because he would always like lose energy or want to just sort of be amped up a bit. You know how, well, this isn't an obvious thing either. If you're not an actor, a lot of male actors do push-ups before takes.
And you go, on the side of set.
I've started doing it on this new project.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be one of the boys. Yeah. But anyway, so instead of doing the push-ups, I'd slapped him before we do a take just to kind of pep him up a bit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Well, I got promoted because he wasn't doing the push-ups anymore. He wanted to do the slap.
Okay, that sounds kinky from Tim.
It does sound a bit kinky. And then no one knows about the dream that I had yet unless this comes out after the episode with Danielle Cormack. But remember the dream I had about Tim?
Yes, the weird dream. Sarah's...
I'm weird.
That's why we love you. Okay, that's okay. You ask a question.
Okay. All right. This is a question for me.
Ooh.
But I mean, I could ask it about you.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, what's your fave thing about Sam?
Oh, that's nice. I'll ask you. Why don't we both answer?
Okay, that's a great idea.
What's our fave thing about each other? I think Sarah is obviously... Look how she's wearing a sparkly top today to suit her sparkly personality.
Oh,
Sarah is so pure, so delightful. She's literally light. You are literally light. Like you bring so much peace and comfort and warmth to the world, and you're so amazing and you're so grounded and you're just the most genuine person I've ever met in my life.
In your whole entire life?
Yeah, I met a lot of people.
Wow.
And to those other people who thought they were genuine, not as much as Sarah.
Oh, that's so cute.
But you're just the best. Like, you're so light and joyful, and everything that you imagine her to be, she is times 100,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sammy. Gosh, I have so many favourite things about you. We could do a whole nother episode. Now it's going to sound like I'm just stealing what you said about me. But, okay, let me try and switch it up a little bit because you're so talented. I don't think people know how talented you are. That I keep thinking back to that scene that you shot when Robbo died in Home and Away, and I was there when we were filming that, and just like the depths of grief that you went for that, you just really conjured up real, truthful emotions, and I just would love to see you back on screen again, and I'd love to work with you again in an acting capacity. I think you're such a boss. I don't want to say bitch because you're not a bitch, but you're such a boss lady.
Jinx.
Oh, yeah. You just, the way that I've seen you like navigate this potty and turning it from a little seed of an idea into like it's our business now, I guess. It's just incredible. Your sunshine, your joy, your super duper compassionate, empathetic. Like I said before, you know the things to do before people even ask you for things. You're really funny. You make me laugh all the time. I love how dirty and messy your car is. And it makes me laugh. Every day is an exaggeration, but every time I'm like, we're plotting for the potty and I think about the next day and I'm like, oh, Sam's going to rock up in her car. Also, I think if ever I'm in trouble, like, those friends that you don't speak to for ages, or sometimes you could be a bit slow to get back on text. But if there's ever a problem with me or if I'm ever going through something, I know that I can text you straight away and you'll be there, like Frenchie in the convertible, And then I also think with your car, like you have so much in your car that if we ever got into trouble, like we'd be ready for anything. It's like
you could leave to a different country. I got everything. I actually cleaned it out the other day.
Did you?
It's still a bomb.
How long did that take?
So long. It's still a bomb because I keep things in there just in case I need them. So it wouldn't look like it.
Yeah, look, I don't want to leave people with the image of your messy car. I just think for everything that you've been through in life, and you've been through the trenches, sometimes I look at you and I wonder how you still have like the best sense of humour and the biggest heart, and you're not bitter and you're so open and curious and, sorry to steal your words, but sunshiny and joyful.
Sarah, I feel like I want to cry.
Cry. That's what this podcast is all about. Yeah, I've cracked her open, guys. I got her.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I change my answer? That's so beautiful. Can't. Thank you, Sarah Bear.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, God. This is just a love fest, this podcast. Thanks, Sarah. That's so beautiful.
People are going to get lovesick.
All right, let's go for another question. Okay. Sarah, this one's for you.
Ooh.
Sarah, what is your fave thing about working on Scrublands?
What I love about Scrublands so far is that we've had a few seasons, and you develop and you would know this from working on Home and Away, you develop like a trust and a shorthand between the cast and the crew. So then you can just like jump on board and go to work straight away. And I love being able to jump in a character again, like Beth. She's like a sassy, fiery, fiercely intelligent, curious reporter with a ton of empathy. And it's so great being able to like revisit that. And I love the words that Felicity Packard, the writer, has written for my character. I get to talk about the colour of my skin, make jokes about that, which I've never really gotten to do before. I get to be a journalist, and the relationship that I have with Luke, who's actually called Martin, we have this banter. It's kind of like a brother-sister sort of banter, and we get to really tell each other where to go, and he always comes to confide in me and get answers from me. So it makes me feel like stepping into the shoes of Beth makes me feel really intelligent. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in day-to-day life, I don't feel intelligent. Like I feel like I've got imposter syndrome, or I feel scared to ask questions or to voice my opinion. And so there's something really magical about stepping into Beth's shoes because she doesn't second guess herself. And also Scrublands, I get to travel a lot with that. The first season was in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. And also, a little fun fact, I met my partner now on that the day after the wrap party. And then the second season was shot in Perth and Augusta. And, who knows? Watch this space. There might be more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We love that.
But I love being able to travel I feel like we're so lucky being able to travel with our job and show different parts of Australia on screen.
That's beautiful, Sarah Bear. Oh,
yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I wonder if you might know who this is from.
Geordie.
Maybe not. Oh, nah. Geordie's not obsessed with you. I don't think
Geordie's question would be like, how are you so beautiful?
Well, I'll read it verbatim and then you can
Oh, here we go.
You can make up your mind. Okay, so this is what came through. All right, here's my question. How are you so funny? Nah, hang on. How do you keep getting more beautiful? Nah. Didn't you just guess that before, didn't you? Nah, okay, here's the real one. If I can only have one.
Here we go.
Okay, so here it is. You ready? Strap yourself in. Oh, this is true. You faced a lot of challenges in life, particularly when you were younger. And even now when you go through something tough, it seems you become even more resilient and wise and even funnier. What's your advice for people to turn their challenges in life into an opportunity for growth? Geordie, he's good. I see why you're marrying him.
It makes me want to cry. I don't know why I feel like crying today.
Because it's true.
I think growing up, because I don't talk about my childhood very often, but it wasn't fun. I don't talk about it publicly out of respect to my family. But yeah, we had a few challenges in my childhood. And I guess one of the things, and it's so cliche, but it's definitely true, I used humour as a way so people couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were lots of rumours about my family, and there was lots of talk about our family, and as a way to like fend people off, I think I developed a sense of humour to poke fun at myself, to be like, you can't get to me because I've already got to me, you know. And my siblings are the funniest people in the world. They're so funny. And you want to talk about resilience, like I just look at my brothers and my sister, and they're like, we've all been through it, but at different ages, so we've had different experiences. And I think, yeah, we all have a great sense of humour. So I think that helps. It's just like sometimes things hurt so deeply that there is nothing that can fix it. Like people die, people do horrible things to people that don't deserve it. And that is so painful, and it lives so deeply in you. The only thing you can do is sit with your siblings and laugh about something dumb. Yeah. And it's so special. And then as I've gotten older, you know, I think my teenage years and my early 20s, I had like a victim mentality for sure. Like I was like, I'd been dealt bad cards and this isn't fair and I'm a good person, and like.
But that's something you have to learn.
You have to learn it.
You were a victim, you know, that's okay. I just feel like so many times people get like gaslit out of their feelings. And sometimes, you know, people do have a victim mentality when, you know, maybe they haven't been through something that's as harrowing, but the way you describe your childhood, that's okay, that it was sad and it was hard, and that's okay for you to feel the weight of that.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I got tired of it being my story though. You know what I mean? I just didn't want it to be that anymore. And I was like, I don't want to be that person that's so affected by it. It affected my relationships. It affected my self-worth. I was depressed. I was just like, anyway, so I just did a lot of work on myself and spent so much money at a psychologist. Fucking hell. That lady could pay her mortgage for about 20 years. That's all I'm saying, you know.
Sometimes it's just cheaper to like scream fuck at the top of your lungs into your pillow or something.
Totally. So, you know, scream therapy is actually a thing.
Is it actually?
Yeah, screaming into a pillow.
Yeah.
So well, anyway, it's a lot cheaper. If you can't afford it, grab a pillow.
What are you most proud of?
Oh, that's fun.
And this sort of just relates to what you were talking about before. I was thinking about it and I thought, I feel like I've changed or grown or experienced a few things, gone through a few things in my life now where you'd think that the obvious answer would be like, I'm most proud of this job or doing that. But I think what I'm most proud of is sitting through the grief, I guess, and the trauma of being in the hospital room when my brother was passing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember there was a moment, I got a call when I was in Sydney from Mum, and she said, you better pack something for the funeral. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. Like it's so, like you just can't comprehend that. And then I flew from Sydney to Ireland, just praying that I would get to see Carl before he passed. And then I got to the hospital. Before I went into the hospital room, I thought, this is too much. I can't do this. Like I can't say goodbye. He's not going anywhere. Oh no, you know how it feels. You just want to run and not be there and just forget that it's happening. But then I thought, what would Carl do? He would sit with me, even though it hurt him, and he would just sit in this pain and just push through it for me. And so then I stayed with him the whole week as he was passing. And I look back on that moment now and I think I'm most proud of that because I was so scared. That was the most transformative moment of my life. And I was so proud that I was able to get through that for him. What I was going through was nothing compared to what he was going through. But then I thought about that this morning and I thought, that moment just put everything into perspective. Like, yes, it's amazing to be on set and filming and doing jobs and doing a podcast, but life and connections with people and seeing life pass, and that's what matters to me now. And I wonder if it's only because I've been through that experience.
Yeah, well, the thing you're most proud of, that's a huge thing. And I do think it puts things into perspective. I think that's why we get dealt these shitty life lessons. I don't want to say lessons, but, you know, these obstacles, the most painful things in the world.
Yeah.
So then you can put things into perspective. And when the good things are happening, you're more grounded.
Yes.
You know, like people that get caught up in all the glitz, fame, all those yuck things, I don't think a bad thing's ever happened to them sometimes. You know?
Yeah, do you?
Well, I sometimes I think that because I'm like, that's actually not important.
Yeah,
None of that's
not
important. None of it. Your family, your friends, being present, having a coffee, like doing things with the people that you love, that's important.
Yeah.
Not like a job's fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
But that's not important.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you do this, but I think often about like, oh, time's running out with this person. I get so scared that time's going to run out. Not time for me, time to hang out with you, hang out with Jake, hang out with my mum, hang out with, you know, all of these people that I love. Like, it's going to run out, and I need to fill it. I need to fill it with them now and create memories and put those memories in the bank. Yeah.
And that would be absolutely because you lost your brother.
You think so?
That feeling.
Do you get that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get scared. I think I've said this on the potty before, but I always get scared people are going to die.
Oh, yeah.
And people, this is my last time with them.
Yeah.
And what happens if this happens? And it's not healthy to think like that. But at the same time, like when I'm with people, I'm really with them. Even if it's just hanging out at my brother's house. You know, I'm there.
You are actually. You're very present.
Yeah. I think that's probably the most important thing is when you're actually with someone to actually be present and with them, because I don't want something to happen to them and go, fuck, I was on my phone stressing about someone calling us skank moles online. Someone did call us skank moles. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be thinking, who gives a fuck about that comment? You know what I mean?
I'm so glad that you can think like that, because you often, with circling back to the, well, should we actually even give that air? Who cares about
fuck that skank mole.
Yeah, fuck that skank mole. What even is a skank mole?
I don't know, but it made me laugh. Someone called us skank moles on the internet, and it really made me laugh and says like, how do you feel about that comment? And I was, my darling Sarah.
It's so great that you can laugh at that. I want to take those pages out of your book. Yeah.
Just laugh at them. And just feel like how sad you're commenting on someone's random post calling them skank moles. This is a question from your significant other, Jakey boy. I actually have a few.
I'm going to have to go deep again now. I've only just got back up to the surface.
If you could rewrite one decision in your life, what would it be and why?
Oh, God.
Jake.
You're
going deep on us.
Oh, God.
I've got an alt as well if you want another one.
Can I have an alt and then I can let that sort of stew in the back of my brain?
Sure can. What is something in your life you have changed your mind about?
I feel like this is a trap, and I'm really curious as to why he asked it, but maybe he didn't think he'd get this response. One thing that I'm growing into or flip-flopping about around roundy, topsy-turvy about at the moment is whether or not to have children. I guess I've spoken about this in another ep that just went to air, but I did fall pregnant a couple of times with my ex, and then did IVF, and, you know, really had in my head that I wanted to be a mother. And I find it confusing. We're trying to figure out whether or not I still want that, whether I still want children. But I have this, like, some people might think this is a bit woo-woo or whatever.
Love woo-woo.
I feel like my baby is knocking on my door because I can't get the thoughts out of my head. You know, when I was on Home and Away and I experienced a couple of miscarriages, straight after the miscarriages, I always had this like little boy that would come on set with me. It was like, it felt like a spirit, like a little boy's spirit. And after I miscarried, we buried like the scans and the pregnancy tests in a pot with a frangipani tree. So there were two of them because I had two, and I put some little angels on the frangipani tree. And Then after I miscarried, whenever I would go on to set, this little boy would come with me.
Wow.
Yeah, and just like hold my hand and stand by me. He had a little frangipani behind his ear. I know people are going to be like, oh, that's not true, or
shut up, those people.
Whatever. Maybe old mate, fuckwit, skank mole.
They're hanging out with skank mole. Don't worry about them.
But anyway, it feels like my brother has my baby and he's looking after. I don't know why I keep saying him, but it just feels like that, looking after him, and he's just waiting for the right moment to send him down. And he's like, he's up there teaching him things and getting him ready, and when the time's right, he'll come down. And who knows, maybe I'll end up having a girl. But then I also flip-flop, and I'm like, well, I really love my life at the moment, and I love traveling around and filming shows and doing all the rest of it, and how would I do that with a baby? But then I also think about what I told you before about seeing life pass you by, and like literally seeing life leave, having experienced that, being able to bring it into the world, I think would just be so incredible, and I would just love to experience that. And I also think I'd be a great mum.
You'd be the best mum.
Thanks.
No doubt about it. That's beautiful, Sarah.
So I don't know if that answers the question. Was it what am I changing my mind about?
Nothing is what she's saying. She's not changing her mind about nothing.
So yeah, I do change my mind often about that, but I feel like maybe it's not changing my mind. Maybe it's just growing into myself and my thoughts and beliefs, because I think my whole life, particularly in romantic relationships, I've sort of always done what my partner wants to do. And so I feel like maybe this might be the universe testing me and being like, well, are you actually going to choose a future for yourself that you want, or are you going to do something for someone else? And it's a big life decision. And I guess that's what I'm flip-flopping around about.
Oh, I love that, Sarah. How beautiful is that image of the boy?
I know. And it's just a feeling. And you know what? The other day I was in my hotel room. You know, I said before, I feel kind of in touch with, like, one of the gifts that comes from losing someone, I think, is that you feel them all around still, and you know that everything good that happens is because of them.
Yep. And
I was in the shower having a bit of a cry, and then on my Spotify, this song came on by Max Richter, who was played at my wedding just before I walked down the aisle. But just before I walked down the aisle, it was just me and Carl there. It was like the last time we hung out together properly, and I had my veil on and everything, and it was our last moment together. And anyway, a Max Richter song was playing when we were there together in the shower crying in Sydney just the other day. And a Max Richter song came on my Spotify, and the name of the song was I. And I just kind of thought from that, oh, he's telling me to like listen to myself. Like it's like check in with I. And then the next song that came on was Sacred Person. And then I thought, fuck, he's here. Like that's him. He's saying that he's a sacred person. And then the next song that came on after that was Wedding Love. So
ooh.
I don't know, Jake. But I just sort of feel like he's like, I don't know. I just sort of feel like he's showing me.
Of course. I think that's absolutely what they do. I think they orchestrate everything for us. They help us out. They show us they're there in times when we really need them. So I think it's beautiful. Yeah. So I think every time you think he's there, he is.
Okay, that's good.
Without a doubt. Yeah. And even when you don't feel him, he's there. Guiding you, looking after you.
Because sometimes you feel a little bit psychotic or like you're schizophrenic. Yeah, and like do you feel like that? Do you feel
you like it's like the red car theory, you know? You're like, am I just seeing red cars because I'm looking for red cars?
Yes, that's so true.
But also, like, I absolutely believe though that you want to hear something cool.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I've got 2 cool stories about this sort of stuff, which is why I'm absolutely certain that our loved ones are above looking after us. Okay, first thing. So my stepdad, who raised us, Paul, he raised me since I was a little tiny tot, and he died suddenly at 55. He had a stroke, so he had brain damage to his head. So he was in the hospital, and we were just waiting for him to pass. So we were all waiting there. Anyway, the doctors had to come in, beep, beep, blah, blah. We got kicked out. And then they came back out a few minutes later and they're like, he's passed. I'm sorry, he's dead. And they said it a bit nicer than that. Anyway, and so then we all went in and all said goodbye, like with my uncles and my brother Al, and everyone was crying. And obviously it's very sad and they were all just holding on to him. And I was kind of like, it doesn't feel, if something feels off, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. Everyone seems really sad.
Yeah.
And then a few minutes later, he gets up and goes, and starts coughing and coughing. And I was like, you motherfucker, I knew you weren't gone. I knew it, right? And it gives me goosebumps every time. And he like was gasping for air. And then like his brother, my uncle, Darren was like, it's all right, bro. You can go to sleep. Like you can pass now. Anyway, so he lays back down. And then for a couple of minutes, then I swear to you, I got goosebumps all over my body.
Yeah,
I felt him lift out.
Yes, this has happened to me.
I felt it. I felt it within and so he lifted out of his body, and then I knew, oh, now he's gone. And then I was like, you can't describe it, right? Tell me about your thing.
Did it feel like heat going up through your, and a whoosh?
Yeah, it was kind of like he just raised up out, like the spirit raised up out of him.
Yeah.
And unless you've literally been there holding someone's body as they die, I don't think you could ever explain it.
And did his body look different afterwards?
Yep. And then you're like, oh, that's just a body.
Yeah. And isn't that crazy as well? I think about that often too. I'm like, well, that explains like soulmates, whether or not you believe in them, but soulmates, spirits, like, and like you're saying that they're here. Like,
yes. And I got another great one.
Yeah.
So then in 2021, when my stepdad Pete died, I know it's confusing because I got two stepdads, both with P names with 4 letters. So Pete got diagnosed with cancer, got told he had 6 weeks left, went to his brain, completely different person, right? Just awful, saddest thing ever. People who have gone through that, they would know. Horrible. And again, all my siblings and I, my mum, we were all there. Anyway, then we'd said bye like heaps of times, like, you know, oh, see you, I'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah. That type of thing. And then this time gave him an extra big hug. Yeah. Because I just had a funny feeling. Anyway, so I'm hugging him and I close my eyes, and then this really vivid image of my stepdad healthy with a Corona in his hand, in his favourite jumper, and he goes, this is grouse. Oh! Right? And I could see it so clearly. I got goosebumps again. Yeah. And it was like, I didn't create that image. Yep. It was like there, right? And because he wasn't that person for such a long time, because he was dying of cancer, and I left and I said to my siblings as I walked out, I'm like, he's about to die. Yeah. And then sure enough, we went down to the lifts and they said, Pete's died. He just passed. And I was like, I knew it because I saw it. I saw the healthy version. So that's why I'm convinced you can't fool me otherwise that they go back to their healthy version of themselves and they're up there and they're fine. You could not tell me otherwise. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how the hell we got onto that.
No. Because
yes, that's right. So I'm convinced. Well, do you know another story?
Yeah.
So there was this documentary type thing about palliative care nurses, and they said they can always tell when someone's about to pass because they'll see their loved ones.
Really?
They'll be like, have an image. They'll be like, oh, my wife came last night. And they're like, oh, he's about to pass. Amelia's nodding, our producer.
Wow.
It's a true thing. People come and they come, they go.
Because,
And people who have had near-death experiences. Yeah. There was like also a documentary on that. It used to be on Netflix. They all had all from all around the world. They all had similar experiences. They went up, saw their loved ones, and they go, it's not your time. Go back down.
Wow, really?
And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Can't convince me, guys. Okay, well, we have chatted everyone's ears off, and we're not even sorry about it.
No, but I have to ask you one last question.
Okay, what's my last question?
Well, because something that we usually ask everyone that comes on our podcast is, what's something that really cracks you up at the moment?
That is a great question, Sarah. What a perfect way to wrap up our episode. And plus, we have so many more questions. It's unbelievable. So we will definitely have to do a part 2 and probably 3 and 4. So if we haven't got to your questions, we're going to get to them, okay? Okay, what's cracking me up? Oh, my gosh, the internet cracks me up so much. reels. I think I've mentioned it on this podcast before. My family and I have a fam memes reel night.
Yeah.
So we all put reels in, like really dumb, funny ones, because dumb humour is my jam. And then we'll put it up on the big screen and my siblings come over and we do meme night and just look and just laugh and laugh and laugh. And I love when you get the laughs and you're like kicking and stomping, like that's a good laugh. Also, we just discovered this show and we watched it last night, binge watched it. It was so funny. It's called The Last One Laughing. Have you heard about it? Holy mackerel. Okay, so it's a whole bunch of comedians. They're in a house, like a Big Brother type house, a set basically. But they're in there for 6 hours and they're all comedians and they're trying to crack each other up, but they're not allowed to laugh. And if they laugh, they get kicked out. So they're all like... We watched the UK version. I think it was like season 2. Holy moly, I could not stop laughing. And they're like this, like trying not to laugh. And like it is so funny. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It is hilarious. I think it's like on Prime.
I love that.
And what's something that's cracking you up, Sarah?
Well, Sarah. Am I in trouble?
Sarah. Hey, what's your middle name?
Well, look, I don't have an official one, but my mum let me make one up when I was little.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's Catherine with a K and a Y because I thought that was unique. But
Sarah Catherine Roberts, what's cracking you up right now?
I feel like I've said a lot of different things on this potty before, but some new ones that are cracking me up. I really like fake laughing. If I feel sad, like fake laughing in the car so much until I actually really laugh.
That's really funny.
Like try it. It's good. Do it now. See? This guy's
really
psychotic. She's going crazy.
You're really good at it. That's a fun one.
Thanks. Do you want to know your future?
Oh, yes, I do, Sarah.
Oh, 1, 12, 15.
Although lotto numbers says
I don't have my glasses.
That's every guest. What's yours?
I don't know if this is, my little trick that I usually do.
In bed?
Yeah, I mean, only if I help myself out is this going to happen. You will benefit from tonight's experience in bed.
That's a good one, Sarah.
Or maybe if I cuddle my Canadian moose soft toy.
That seems a bit weird.
Maybe I'm going to have a good dream.
Yes, that's nice. This one's like a financial investment, blah, blah.
Oh.
Well, I would say it says a financial investment will yield returns beyond your hopes. I ain't financially savvy. Anyway, that's it. That's all for Cracking On podcast today. Thanks for listening, guys. Leave 5 stars, please. Please, it helps us out massively. We love you guys. Thanks for your questions. It was fun. Thank you, Sarah, for being so lovely and delightful. I love you.
You're sunshine. I love you.
Now let's eat.
Let's crack on.